Hello, I'd like to show you a video of the Royal Navy in the 21st century and to let you guys see the size of what she looks like now. And this is a good simple way of doing it. It's a poster I've got. Now on this poster it's done in flotillas. So you got your Portsmouth flotilla, Devonport flotilla and First Line, Scottish flotilla. Sorry, I can't remember the name. And we'll have a look at the Portsmouth one first. Now, as you can see, this is the aircraft carrier Queen Elizabeth class that we're supposed to have, and Queen Elizabeth herself is on trials at this very moment, on her sea trials. She is over 65,000 tons with a length of 180 meters long, equipped with Merlin and F-35 Lightning aircraft, providing if they will come or not, we don't know. But as you can see, what's fascinating about the Queen Elizabeth class carriers it's got two islands. The first island's for shipping and the second island is for aircraft. So it's basically like a separate bridge and a control tower. But this aircraft carrier is 65,000 tons, so it's a large carrier, but not as big as the Nimitz class, which is over 80,000 tons. And she's also gas powered rather than the Nimitz, which is obviously nuclear power. But I'd like to ask you, with this idea of aircraft carriers, is what do you prefer? Do you think supercarriers could be really good for the Royal Navy, or do you prefer small carriers? Both of them have pros and cons. As you can see, this carrier is a supercarrier, but she is in the Joint Strike, the VTOL system, which is this ski jump at the front there. There we go. Now moving on to the next one, which is HMS Illustrious, which she is a helicopter carrier but originally an aircraft carrier, built in the 90s. She was only 20,000 tons with a length of 210 meters long, and she too is gas powered, equipped with, at the time, Sea King helicopters, eventually Merlin, and the Harrier jump jet. Unfortunately now, with the Illustrious class carriers, they're all now scrapped, so this one doesn't really count anymore, so we don't have HMS Illustrious anymore. Now next on our list is the destroyers. As you can see here, this is the Type 25 destroyer, Type 45 destroyer, which is the Daring class. Now, as you can see, Darings were built in Scotland, but with other places involved, like Portsmouth built some of the key components. She is over 7,000 tons. Zoom in. tons, equipped with a 4.5 inch gun, which most of them are. Also, she is equipped with Harpoon and cruise missiles. Also, she has the ability to carry a Merlin helicopter or the new Lynx helicopters, or Wildcat as they are known now. She's now entered into surface, again gas powered, and as you can see, there are 6 Type 45 destroyers. Now, I think for the 2 giant supercarriers that we've got, personally, I don't think that's enough. I honestly think we should build another 4 of these Type 45 destroyers to help protect the supercarriers and to have more of a presence on our world's oceans, because we are an island nation after all, and we need to portray our trade routes. Now moving on, we're going for the Type 42 class destroyers. Sadly, none of them exist anymore. They've all been scrapped or sold. They were built during the from 1970 up to about 1980s. The first batch, which were used during the Falklands War, which, as you know, Coventry and Sheffield were both hit and sunk at the time. As you see, the Type 42 destroyers are 3,800 tons with a length of 139 meters. Sorry. Equipped with 4.5 guns, missiles, and the Phalanx Gatling system. But sadly, they don't exist anymore. They've all been scrapped or sold. Moving on, we're going down to the Type 23 frigates, which we're still using today. We are thinking about replacing them with the Type 26 frigate. As you can see, they are 3,500 tons. They're also used in the Devonport flotilla as well. Equipped with the famous 4.5 inch gun, again with capability to carry a Lynx or Merlin helicopter, with a length of 133 meters. They were built during the late 80s towards the 90s, and we're still using them now, but we are thinking about changing over the Type 26 frigates. Again, I don't know how many Type 26 there will be or what they will look like, but have a look, there's loads of websites out there. Now moving on, we're going for the Arctic Patrol Ship, which is Protector. Protector has replaced the aging Endurance icebreaker. As you see, Protector has joined the Royal Navy in the fairly recently actually, a few years ago. She is 5,000 tons with a length of 89.7 meters long. She is equipped with light weaponry, as in small arms weaponry, but in the Antarctic, down around the South Pole, it's under the Geneva Convention or something like that, of no weapons in the South Pole area. But as you see, this is the type of ship that goes around patrolling the Antarctic, looking for whales, probably, dangerous penguins. You never know, those penguins, they're dangerous. But really, she's used for all sorts of things as well, like research as well. Then we go and have a look on the patrol ships. Here's a few patrol ships, and oh no, hang on, this is a minesweeper, sorry, or mine clearance ship, which were very good at clearing mines. I think most of them are built out of fiberglass, so it doesn't attract any of the magnetic mines. Very good piece of equipment, very good for mine clearing. Used in Operation Desert Storm against Saddam Hussein's mines around Basra. As you see, it's a length of 57 meters long, 685 tons, armed with a 30mm close range weapon. Moving on, you got your patrol ships, which are very good against smugglers, arms dealers, that sort of thing. Just making sure our coastline's very safe. This is the Tyne class with a displacement of 1,677 tons, that's 79.5 meters in length, armed with a 20mm gun. They're fairly new as well, and there's other patrol boats as well, as you can see, like the Clyde and much more small ones. Now we're heading off down to the Devonport area, which here we are, HMS Ocean. HMS Ocean, which was built in 1998. Again, gas powered. I think most of our ships are gas powered. The displacement of 20,000 tons and an overall length of 203 meters long. This helicopter assault ship is very good for the Royal Navy and the Royal Marines, which use her quite frequently. And she's been used in Operation Iraq 2003, equipped with Phalanx machine guns and close support weaponry. Also, she can carry Merlins, Chinooks, and definitely the Wildcat helicopter as well. And she's also known by the Royal Navy as the Mighty O. Moving on, we've got our landing craft ships, as in Albion and Bulwark, which are 18,500 tons with a length of 176 meters in length, equipped with close range weaponry and the goalkeeper defense system. Very good, again, of carrying Royal Marines and Royal Navy personnel, and she is capable of carrying at least, I think, 8 Challenger tanks. Shows you how vital of equipment this ship is. Moving on, and we've got again the Type 23 frigates, as I've already talked about in the Portsmouth flotilla. We've got loads of those, but they're aging rapidly, and I think we're going to be selling quite a few of those. Then also Devonport has its submarines. Here's Iriart Trafalgar class submarine, which is a SSN, so it's a Hunter sub, which is 5,000 tons with 85.4 meters in length, capable of carrying Tomahawk missiles and torpedoes. Then we've got our survey ships, such as the Enterprise, Scott, and again a few coastal vehicle vessels. Then you've got your landing craft used by the Royal Marines, as you can see here, which is your standard LCU Mark 10s and your LCVP Mark 5s. Again, very, very good vessels. And then moving on, we've got the Fleet Air Arm. Now the Fleet Air Arm, which is Yeovilton and a few other places, which were supposed to get the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter, the Lightning, providing if we actually get them or not, we don't know, but it'd be fascinating to get them eventually. Then you got your Merlins, then you got your Lynx and your Wildcats, and we are getting rid of the Sea Kings as well. So there, that's the Fleet Air Arm Museum, or Fleet Air Arm section. I would recommend googling them as well. Now moving on, we've got our Scottish one, which is our Vanguard class submarines, which are SSBNs, so they are ballistic nuclear subs, which are capable of carrying as many as, I think, 16, close to 20 Trident nuclear missiles. They're 16,000 tons with a length of 149.5 meters in length. Also, they can carry torpedoes as well. Now, what do you think about the ballistic missiles? Do you think we should still have them as a deterrent? Do you think we shouldn't? These are just general questions out there to people. I know everyone's curious. So what do you think? That's our Vanguard class submarines, and there are 4 of them in service. And moving on quickly, we've got our latest submarines, which is the Astute. The Astute SSN class submarine. So again, it's a submarine hunter, which is 7,800 tons with length of 97 meters, equipped with Tomahawk and missiles and torpedoes. And then moving on from there, again a very vital piece of equipment. They're built in up north towards Barrow Furnace, and as you can see there's 3 of them being produced. I personally think that's not enough. I would expect another 8 of them being produced, but that's what I think anyway, it's a personal opinion. Then moving on swiftly, we've got our Sandown class, which is again a mine hunter and minesweeper. And then again you've got more patrol boats. Anyway, that concludes my video of the Royal Navy in the 21st century. Tell me what you think. Do you think we've got enough ships? Do you think we can do with more? Probably less. Do you think we should have the SSBNs as in the Trident missile defense system? Do you think large carriers or small carriers are good? Do you think this is worth the taxpayer money? Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments below. Anyway, take care and thank you for watching.